Thank you. Hello, once again, my name is Rebecca Hargrove, and I'm a 2008 Young Arts alumni in classical voice. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening at the Kennedy Center. On behalf of Young Arts Executive Director Paul T. Lair and the Young Arts Board of Trustees, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to our first of many performances on the Millennium Stage as part of our Young Arts and the Kennedy Center program and partnership. For those of you who do not know what Young Arts is a nonprofit organization that provides emerging artists across the country with life-changing experiences with renowned known mentors, access to significant scholarships, national recognition, opportunities throughout their careers to help ensure that the nation's most talented and outstanding emerging artists are encouraged to pursue their careers in the arts. Based in Miami, Florida, Young Arts has honored more than 17,000 young artists with over $6 million in monetary awards, facilitated in the access of $150 million in college scholarship opportunities, and has enabled its participants to work with master teachers who are among the world's most distinguished artists, including Mikhail Baryshnikov, Jacques D'Amboise, Placido Domingo, Bill T. Jones, Quincy Jones, and Martin Scorsese. In addition, Young Arts serves as the exclusive nomination agency for the U.S. Presidential Scholars in the Arts, which is the nation's highest honor for young artists. If you are 15 to 18 years old, or if you know a young artist who is, we encourage you to apply beginning May 31st at www.youngarts.org. The performers tonight are all Young Arts alumni from 2010 in dance and U.S. Presidential Scholars in the Arts. Austin Goodwin and Robbie Moore both attend the Juilliard School. And you may have seen Ida Saki on Fox television show So You Think You Can Dance, or in her current position as part of the Cedar Lake Contemporary Ballet. I'd like to give a special thanks to the Kennedy Center and all of their amazing staff for making this happen today. We hope you will join us all tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for our other performances as part of the Young Arts Kennedy Center performances. If you would like to learn more about Young Arts, please find me after the show or visit our website, youngarts.org. Please enjoy the show. Thank you for coming.
Ne me quitte pas, il faut oublier, tout peut s'oublier qui s'enfuit déjà. Oublier le temps des malentendus et le temps perdu à savoir comment. Oublier ces heures qui tuaient parfois à coups de pourquoi le cœur du bonheur. Ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas. Moi, je t'offrirai des perles de pluie venues de pays où il ne pleut pas. Je creuserai la terre jusqu'après ma mort pour couvrir ton corps d'or et de lumière. Je ferai un domaine où l'amour sera roi, où l'amour sera loi, où tu seras reine. Ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas. Ne me quitte pas, je ne vais plus pleurer, je ne vais plus parler. Je me cacherai là à te regarder danser, sourire, à t'écouter chanter et puis rire. Laisse-moi devenir l'ombre de ton ombre, l'ombre de ta main, l'ombre de ton chien. Mais ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas.
The last time I saw Richard was Detroit in '68, and he told me all romantics meet the same fate someday. Cynical and drunk and boring someone in some dark cafe. You laugh, he said, you think you're immune. Go look at your eyes, they're full of moon. You like roses and kisses and pretty men to tell you all those pretty lies, pretty lies. When you're gonna realize they're only pretty lies, only pretty lies, just pretty lies. He put a quarter in the Wurlitzer, and he pushed 3 buttons, and the thing began to whir. And a barmaid came by in fishnet stockings and a bow tie, and she said, drink up now, it's getting on time to close. Richard, you haven't really changed, I said. It's just that now you're romanticizing some pain that's in your head. You got tombs in your eyes, but the songs you punched are dreaming. Listen, they sing love so sweet, love so sweet. When you're gonna get yourself back on your feet? Oh, love can be so sweet, love so sweet. Richard got married to a figure skater, and he bought her a dishwasher and a coffee percolator, and he drinks at home now most nights with the TV on and all the house lights left up bright. I'm gonna blow this damn candle out. I don't want nobody coming over to my table. I want them to talk to anybody about all good dreamers pass this way someday, hiding behind bottles in dark cafes, dark cafes. Only a dark cocoon before I get my gorgeous wings and fly away. Only a phase, these dark cafe days.
Hi guys, how are you all doing today? Okay, there is a huge slew of people. Don't act too excited. How are you guys really doing tonight? Let's try that one more time. How are you guys doing? Good, good. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. I am Saki, originally from Dallas, Texas, and my partners are Austin Goodwin and Robbie Moore, also from Texas. And we have known each other for a little while, and it wasn't really until YoungArts that we really got to know each other. And personally, my journey through YoungArts was very meaningful to me. I went to a performing arts high school in Dallas, Texas, but I was still unsure if dance was going to be my profession. I was an all-honor student, and I took my academics extremely seriously, but there was a freedom and an expression in dance as an art form that I really wanted to explore, but I didn't understand it as a profession. So I applied to YoungArts on behalf of my teacher. She recommended it to me, and I could not have been more thankful. It was a very rigorous audition process that ended up being the world for me. I actually got to fly out to Miami and take an entire week of master classes from my idols in dance, got to perform in front of all these people, and along with my fellow future workforce. And they brought out different students from all different disciplines, including music, film, dance, jazz, everything you can possibly imagine, any art form. They bring them in, the best artists in the nation, and you get to collaborate with them. It was the most inspiring process I've ever been through. You get to sit through every show and watch these students your same age doing what they love, and you get this encouragement that this could be your future. You can make a living from this. And that is an incredible thing that not a lot of students understand, that you can make a living from your passion. You don't have to have a 9-to-5 job at work, sitting at a desk with lower back pains and all that. You can participate in dance, you can participate in visual art, in music, in film. Whatever your desire is, it really comes out. And I want to talk about my personal journey through So You Think You Can Dance. I don't know if you guys have seen the show, but it is a reality television show based on dance. Of course, if you couldn't tell by the title. And I had auditioned as a high school senior, and for dancers, it seems like it's the top. It's the top game, and it wasn't until Young Arts that I realized that there was so much more. And through Young Arts, I was actually chosen out of 20. They only chose 20 artists to become Presidential Scholar in the Arts, and there we got to meet President Obama. We got to perform in the Opera House at the Kennedy Center, and for a high school senior, it was the most incredible experience of my life, and I could not thank Young Arts more. And I really encourage all of you guys to apply, and if you don't do an art, maybe take one up as a hobby. You never know what will come from it. Thank you guys very much, and enjoy the rest of the show.
I've just seen her face, I can't forget the time or place where we just met. She's just a girl for me, and I want all the world to see we've met. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way, and I'd have never been aware. But as it is, I'll dream of her tonight. Die, 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 die. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. I have never known the like of this. I've been alone and I have missed things and kept out of sight, but other girls were never quite like this. Falling, yes I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Yes, I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes, I am falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes, he is falling, and she keeps calling me back again.
Hi, how's it going? Still going well, I hope? Yeah. Isn't Ida just gorgeous? Captivating for 6 whole minutes, wow. She's probably on the floor panting back there, but that's not for your eyes to see. My name is Robbie Moore. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I currently attend the Juilliard School. Next year will be my senior year. And I wanted to, thank you. I suppose I wanted to talk a little bit about the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program and my experience with it. As Ida mentioned before, the 3 of us, along with about 20 other dancers, were finalists in Miami, Florida. We represented Young Arts in a sort of adjudication competition process. From there, among the 150 artists that were in Miami, maybe she mentioned there was creative writing, there was visual arts, there's music, vocal arts, dance, theater. Am I missing anything? Cinema. Thank you. Cinematography. From 150 of those artists, I think there were about 50 selected to apply for the U.S. Presidential Scholars Program. Now, this entailed a long series of essays, which for myself, I probably left till about the 9th hour. I was, in the throes of senior year, also in honors classes, which I think Ida mentioned for herself, and I think Austin too. So, balancing this workload at school, and then now we have this amazing opportunity to maybe be represented as scholars in the arts, U.S. presidential scholars in the arts. So after, submitting essays, spending strenuous hours over the keyboard, we were selected, 20 of us. Austin, Ida, and myself were the 3 representatives from dance. So once we got to DC, we produced another show under Heidi Marshall. We actually premiered it in the main stage here at Kennedy Center. They housed us at Georgetown University dorms, and over about the course of a week, maybe less, we produced an entire interdisciplinary show. And again, that included visual artists, writers, dancers, that's us, actors, musicians, vocal artists, and we presented maybe an hour-long show here at Kennedy Center that also streamed live, and our mentors were allowed to come to, our parents were allowed to come to, and actually some of the artists that we look up to and helped us to get to where we are today. I'll mention one, Desmond Richardson, who is a very prolific male dancer who performs with Complexions in New York City. So that was an amazing experience. Anything else, Austin, you want to say about your experience?
My experience? One thing that I would love to talk about is how much Young Arts did in terms of the application process for schools. Hopefully, you're all interested in going to college after high school or have already gone to college, and if not, maybe there's always still time. It was so refreshing and nice to have people who are supporting you from every angle, writing you recommendations, seeing it through that you have the opportunities available to you to perform and be seen, and also be in touch with a network of people who are all ready to accept you, hopefully, into school. And that was something that really helped me. I actually went to New York University for a year, and I had really wanted to go to Juilliard, and I re-auditioned, and I was waitlisted, and when I found out I was waitlisted, I called Young Arts, and I was saying to them, it would be lovely if you could write me another recommendation, maybe, and luckily I did. I got in, which was amazing, and still is amazing. I'll be entering my 3rd year next year. And one last thing I would love to talk about is the experience in terms of validation and how it has been such a landmark in, I think, all 3 of our lives in terms of where we were, and after Young Arts Week, where we knew we could go. It's just something that I'll never forget personally, and the people that were involved with me are always going to be a part of my life because of it. So that is all.
Thank you guys so much for coming yet again. We really, really appreciate it. Just want to say a couple of last remarks about Young Arts because it's that special to us. It is a full collaboration of so many different artists, like we said, from all different genres. And personally, I actually work with one from years before my time. 4 years before me, he graduated. But we found out we both went to Young Arts, and it was like family all of a sudden, and we're best friends. It's really, really funny how it works because it just becomes a family. So please be a part of the Young Arts program. We cannot encourage you enough to apply. Just do it. There's no excuse.
May 31st is the deadline.
Beginning.
Oh, it opens May 31st.
May 31st.
There's still time.
Get your applications in as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for coming. We appreciate it.
This concludes this evening's performance. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night.